Right. So right, guys. I hope my phone doesn't fall down. It might fall down right over here though, as I back out of where I live. It's not my house. I don't own it. I wish I did. That would be nice. But anyway, I knew that was going to happen. So anyways, because I do drive a Standard and I don't have a phone holder, I just have my dash cam. But the reason I decided to go live right now, the only reason I decided to go live right now was because today when I arrived home, the sheriff was already at my place, just waiting for me. To be honest, I can't really say whether he was there for me or not. I don't know why he would be, but the reason that I kind of suspect that the sheriff could be there for me is because today I made an official report to my state's attorney general regarding the there we go again. Let me just hold the phone in my hand. So I went onto my state's attorney general website and I made an official report about gang stalking and what I'm going through. Oh, yeah, I did have my brights on. My apologies. Anyways, the report that I put for my complaint included some pretty damning information, and I just figured now would be a good time for me to try to do this report or this complaint, because here in the state of New Mexico, they just did the lawsuit against Meta for allowing, I guess, what was it, like sexual predators or child predators to actively operate on Meta. So New Mexico just had that lawsuit, and New Mexico won the lawsuit. Meta has to pay $375 million. But I just figured, if the Attorney General's on a roll right now, I said to myself, let me mention the gang stalking to him. And what I actually did on the report was I asked for the Attorney General to do a totally unobstructive audit on the New Mexico Fusion Center so that they can determine what criteria that they use to validate or vet a person to be a terrorist. Because I am not a terrorist in any shape, way or form. I don't know any terrorist. I have not done any terroristic acts. Nothing like that. I have nothing to do with terrorism. But here's the sad part, right? Oh, let's see. I see the comments. My bad. Gotcha. I'm just headed to the post office, and then I'm going to make a quick stop to the grocery store before they close at 9. And it's 8:34, so I'll probably make it to the grocery store by, I don't know, 8:46 or so. But I'm just making a quick little run here to the post office. But the sheriff's office and the police station are just up the road from the post office. So I figure I'm just going to stay live in case anything were to go down. Because like I was mentioning earlier, I don't know, I said this towards the beginning. When I arrived home today, there was a sheriff parked in the driveway, so I couldn't even drive into where I live. I just kept driving. Kept going straight because I was like, why is the sheriff there? That don't make no sense. And so I just drove straight, and it was weird because then when I drove out, what I noticed was when the sheriff drove out, he drove out into the middle of the road and then just stayed parked there. He didn't go anywhere. He stayed parked there like he was watching me right where I was gonna go. It was a little awkward. But, this is the life of a TI, Sometimes you just gotta whip out the camera and you gotta have your phone out for your own protection, right? You just never know what you're gonna encounter. Like, maybe people would tell me I'm looking too much into this one, but there was one day when I came over here to pick up my, my mail. And you know how they always try to do like setups and stuff, right? Or street theater. Oh, check this one out real quick. This is really odd. This missing guy. Just 4 years younger than myself. He was a Marine. It's a crazy story, whatever going on with that dude. But anyways, back to what I was saying. I don't want to show my P.O. box. Hey, my P.O. box is empty. That works for me. No bills, right? And I'm not really expecting anything, so that's good. But I have been dealing with a little bit of mail tampering, though, for some reason. That's the name of the game, too, though, right? For being a TI. Your mail gets tampered, and your orders get tampered, all kinds of stuff gets tampered. Okay, so let me check out the comments real quick, guys, to see what's going on. This terrorist list is created by Epstein regime, and all the pedo human traffickers' name are not on the list. He was in the driveway of your own home. Better make sure he... Right? You're right. Watch. And the car just drove up over here now. Maybe they're just like me, they're... Wait a second. Why is my thing on a phone call? I don't have the Bluetooth on. Wait, I just turned it off. I already had it off. Why did it engage? Because I know when the Bluetooth is on and I'm doing a live and it turns on or it connects to my vehicle, the audio is kind of bad. So I just turned off the Bluetooth. But that's weird. Why did it turn back on? I had already turned it off. Really bizarre. Really bizarre. And you know what's really even more bizarre? Ever since I made that video about my dash cam showing the date going back to 2020, ever since I did that video, it doesn't go back to 2020 anymore. It's been staying with the correct date. So I'm pretty sure I was dealing with, some kind of remote hacking / tampering with my dash cam. I saw that Postal Service cannot deliver mail and not get anything done, even if intentional, not mail delivered. Yeah, unfortunately, the only way you can have something done about your mail is if you have it tracked, right? If you have insurance. Look at that. This car has one of those flags with the blue stripe on the flag. And you know what? My clutch is starting to go out. I'm going to have to get a clutch really, really soon on this car. And I already called around. It's going to cost me $1,400 just to replace the clutch. I mean, it includes labor and the clutch, but still $1,400. And that's just because this is a 2015 Honda Civic. I have such big regrets, man. I have big regrets for getting rid of my 2000. I used to have a 2000 Honda Civic. I absolutely regret. Look at that, one taillight. And joining traffic when I'm passing by. Did you see that? The synchronization. It just doesn't even faze me anymore. I don't even bother calling it out because it just doesn't bother me or faze me. All the synchronization and stuff like that, where the one taillight, one headlight. I'm over it. It doesn't have an effect on me. Nothing, like most of the shit doesn't have an effect on me anymore. The only thing that has an effect on me, and these guys know everything about us anyways, so it doesn't matter what we disclose or not disclose online. The only thing that really gets me is just when they decide to, pull out into my lane or slam the brakes or, you know, pull one of those really erratic maneuvers that you're not expecting, and you just gotta, you know, counteract at the last minute. Really bizarre stuff that they pull like that. That's the only stuff that works on me pretty much anymore. But like the color mobbing and the synchronization and all that other stuff, it just, lost its effect on me. And that's where all TIs need to get. You need to get to a point where all the effects, where all these little tactics, all the games that they do just don't have an effect on you anymore. It just doesn't bother you no more. All right, here I go. Cannot wait to replace my clutch, though. I'm going to have to do it sooner than later, right? Especially before the market, the money markets get switched over to something else. Because I still have a little bit of cash, I figure I better go ahead and do my clutch. I better get that replaced. But anyhow, I think I'm going to get going here, guys, because I'm going to get down here into the grocery store. And look at that. It's pretty dead over here. That's good. That's always a good sign. I like it like this when it's just not so busy. Although I can say I have encountered a few times where they do the perping over here, but they know me. I'll pull out my phone right away. So they pretty much have stopped trying to do their street theater with me because I whip the phone out right away. They stopped. You know what I'm saying? You guys got to get proactive about pulling your phone out. And look at this car pulling in the wrong way. Because that's a one way to go down. You have to go down the way that car's going. That's the correct way because of the way you drive in, you know what I'm saying, to park. So that Jeep, I don't know about that Jeep. I'm getting a guess that they're probably perps. Anyways, I'm going to go for now, guys. I'll catch you back in a bit.